You can film, but outside there.
No,
You told that?
no,
Did
I
you
was
tell?
not. Okay, I'm entitled to access and actually film. That's right. No worries. Not too bad.
Can I get some details of you?
No, I will decline on that.
Okay, well, realistically, they're looking for prosecution in regards to a common assault allegation.
Well, so am I.
Okay.
If that's the case, so am I.
It's all going to be recorded, but I need your details for the report, okay? If you refuse to give your details, you are a suspect of an investigation at the minute. Obviously, there are multiple reports going on, but I need to inform you that if you refuse to give your details, then you're liable to be arrested, okay? So we can confirm your identity. All I need from you at this moment in time, okay, is your name, date of birth and address, and a way to contact you, whether that's email or mobile, okay? And that's if I need to invite you for an interview in the future regarding this incident, okay? That's all it is. And I'll call you to let you know whether we're either going to pursue it or if the matter is going to be MFA. But at this moment in time, because you are a suspect of an investigation, that's what I require from you.
Okay, and have you got all their details?
Yes.
Okay, so are you then actually telling them the exact same thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I need to speak to you both, okay? We need to do statements, etc. And I need to speak to you in an interview. It's the same thing, okay? I've got everyone's details, mate. We're treating everyone the same here. It's not an issue, but that's all I need from you.
That sounds
okay? If you want to do that
counter-allegation.
on your camera, or if you want to speak to me off camera to give you your details, I don't know if you can put your details out. We can do it over here. It'll take 2 minutes and then we can move on.
So, just repeat what you just said, okay? So, if I don't give my details, okay, you'll arrest me,
Yeah.
okay?
This is because you're a suspect of an investigation, and I need to confirm who I'm speaking to, and I need to confirm that I can speak to you at a later date as well.
Well, you're
regarding this
speaking
incident.
to me,
Yeah,
okay?
I am speaking to you.
So, as I've said, okay, I then want the same charges actually brought forward against them.
Yeah. Well, it's all going to be investigated, but to do that, I need to get everyone's details, don't I, so I can go forward and investigate it. So, how am I going to contact you?
And
the
at a
next
later
week or so?
date,
Yeah.
you'll all be spoken to, albeit separate times and convenient times for yourselves, to give your account.
Yeah. Everyone needs to be interviewed, and the only way I can do that is to get your details now, or the other option is arrest. They've given me their details, they're happy to speak to me at any time. All I need for you, mate, is details so I can speak to you later, that's all it is.
Okay, just one quick thing.
Yeah,
As I actually asked you why I sort this out with your colleague, could you actually get me the SIA numbers, please? You know that their SIA badges.
Will they know what, when he asks that question, will they be able to
Yeah,
get that?
their SIA badges should be on full.
ask for
Their
SIA.
SIA badges should be on full display for the public to actually see them.
Ask for their
Okay.
numbers.
Is that 3 lots of...
It's all the ones that were involved. There were 5 in total.
I
Okay.
think
Well,
there's
that other
the two
one,
gentlemen
I
here, and he
don't
doesn't
think.
have an
Okay.
SIA,
So yes, so those 3.
Is your iPhone...
What do you need? Yes.
That
I'll grab it later. Alright, sir.
Actually, come on to it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're actually using PACE.
Yeah.
Okay. So what section of PACE are you using?
Well, in regards to Code G, sir, which is when we present someone to custody in regards to reasons for their detention, okay? One of the reasons is to confirm ID, to confirm identity, to confirm address,
so that's
name and
you.
address.
So that's you. Okay. Saying that you will actually take me to custody. Okay?
I don't want to. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time.
But you still haven't actually told me. You've just told me about actually being in custody, but you still haven't told me right now, okay, where I stand, what law says that I must give you said information. Okay, and that's what I want. Okay, if, as I said, if you can tell me the actual law in which I need to supply that information, not a problem at all. Not a problem. Okay, but I do want that.
Okay, I couldn't tell you
Correct
what
law.
section of PACE. I can go
Okay.
on my phone and start googling.
Well,
but I
well,
don't
this,
see
well,
why
this
you
is the
can't
thing.
tell me so we
This is
can
the
move
thing.
forward.
You can't say that you're going to arrest me and you're going to do this if you can't give me the correct law in which says I must supply said information. Okay, so if you can give me that correct law, then as I said, not a problem. Okay, I work with you.
Do officers have to quote the exact section on the spot? Not always. They must act lawfully and explain the power they're using, but they're not required to recite statute numbers from memory like it's pub trivia. That said, threatening arrest without clearly explaining the basis ramps tension fast. Is insisting on the exact section empowering or escalating?
Okay, but please don't just say that you will arrest me if you can't then tell
It's
me
not an empty
what
threat,
the
sir.
law.
We will if we have
Yeah,
to,
but
okay?
but you're not telling me what law you require that information under. And this is what I'm saying. You can't threaten me with arrest, okay, if you cannot tell me which law
Right.
you
Would
require
like me
that
to pull up on my
information.
phone the section of which law? and
If
then
you
you'll
could
provide your
if you
details?
could get that correctly, please. Okay, and that's why I said I don't have a problem as long as you use the law correctly. So you have to see there's a big difference between using the law and not knowing the law. You can't just randomly threaten somebody with arrest
It's
without...
It's not frequently that people ask me the section of
Yeah.
the law I use to,
but
to
this
do
is,
something.
But,
I know I can legally do
but
it.
it's
The
also
framework is there.
it's also the correct way of doing it. You should always tell somebody the actual law in which you're actually doing it under.
Have you been to Felton Police Station or Hounslow Police Station recently doing some auditing or not? Oh, it's Aisha here as well.
So you don't have SIA.
Hello, you alright?
They are Home Office, Civil Service.
Okay?
But I've got badge numbers.
Yep, that's fine. If I can grab that, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. You want the cab number?
Yes, please. This might be the other officer for that other gentleman. It's a full house here today.
I'll put it on the same bit.
No, that's cool. Thank you very much for getting that information for me.
Public service. Sign out. What's today's date? 12.
Yep.
12 May.
And also, I know that it's on here, but you just make sure that your two numbers are on there as well. That's all right.
You able to give my colleague your details or?
Well, this is the thing, because he threatened me with arrest, but he couldn't actually tell me which law in which he requires it. Tell me the correct law in which you can't just randomly threaten somebody with arrest and not be able to quote the actual law in which he wants to use. He tried to quote a part of case that was to do with being in custody.
Ascertain the name.
Okay? That's in custody. So before getting to custody, you have to use a different part.
Okay.
And that's why I said to him, I've got no problem. I will, you know yourself, we've had a nice, polite conversation here. And this is what I said to him. I will work with him gladly, but he's got to give me the correct law in which I have to give my information.
of that, got my badge number there. Apprenticeship cards, the badge numbers, some civil service, physical security, Hounslow area. And I was looking just for good measure, Hounslow, ETV house. I believe.
So let's see what Laurie's come up with.
I was semi-correct. I did think so. Code G of Pace requires you to give us your name and address, so
Okay.
not date of birth, as
Right.
I did ask earlier,
Right.
so I can only apologise for that.
If you could pull that up just so I can have a quick look then.
Okay, not an issue. I'll look at Code G of Pace. I don't have Pocket Sergeant, but I've got Code G of Pace here.
Here we go, Code G in action. The officer references the necessity to ascertain a suspect's name and address. Translation: if police don't know who you are or doubt the details, arrest can be lawfully necessary to establish identity. That doesn't mean you're guilty. It's a procedural gateway. He corrects the earlier overreach on date of birth outing that builds credibility.
So, in regards to this, I don't know if you can... This is Code G of Pace. Okay, so it mentions here, obviously, you're a suspect of an investigation at this time, so is about to commit a criminal offence or is acting in the act of...
Well, there was no criminal
Good.
offence.
There's the common assault allegation, sir. Again, I know you're saying that it was all under common law, but I've reviewed some CCTV, and I believe at this moment in time that there's a criminal offence here that needs to be investigated.
And have you reviewed
It
my
goes both ways.
CCTV?
No, because you haven't provided... You're not even telling me who you are. How am I going to
if
review
you
it?
actually ask your colleague here, okay, I did say that if needed, okay, when you come out, okay, if you needed to look at
Well,
mine, I got no
either
problem.
way, there's going to be an investigation, and getting that CCTV is part of it. Okay? So I'll send you a link on evidence.com. You can upload the footage.
That's fine.
Not an issue. So this is like the arrest criteria essentially. Okay, so if you bear with, it's quite a big thing. In regards to explaining why it's necessary. Here we go. So 2.9a to enable the name of the person in question to be ascertained. The English constable does not know and cannot readily ascertain the person's name or has reasonable grounds for doubting whether a name given is the personal name or the real name, which is why I need your name in regards to this.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I just read the top section of that?
Okay.
if you don't mind?
Whereabouts?
Okay,
Which
right
would
from
you
the
like to
start.
read? All the way from the top.
Yes, please. Okay, if you don't mind. Is it alright to hold it?
Can you?
I
Do you
will
have a
ask
phone
you.
you can pull it up on?
No, I don't.
Well, what's your issue here, sir? Because I'm showing
Okay.
you Code
No,
G of
I
Pace.
just want to actually read the law.
If you're suspected of an offense, you generally should expect to provide name and address so they can follow up. Date of birth is commonly asked to confirm identity, but it may not always be strictly required under the specific power being used. Laws and guidance evolve. Stay polite. Ask what power is being used and request clarification. That calm tone here actually keeps the temperature down.
I just want to read it.
Okay, well I'm telling you
That's
what
it.
the law is at the minute. You are required to provide your name and address. Okay, not date of birth as I said earlier. I can only apologise for that
Yep.
mistake.
No,
I
that's
thought
fair
it
enough.
would be included in
No,
case, but
no.
apparently it's not. So can I get that off of you please, because we really don't have the time to be standing here for the next 15 minutes whilst you read Code G of Pace
Okay.
on my mobile device. Please, just for ease sake. I know.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure that the law is being used correctly. Okay, that's what I said.
I know you know
If I could
Pace.
just-
I know you know Pace. Okay. I know you know it is being used correctly at the minute.
Is it?
Just work with us,
Are
please.
you 100% sure on
Yeah.
that?
In regards to your name and address, yes.
Okay, I have to supply my name. Okay, that's it.
And
I
your address.
don't have to
How am
supply
I
my
supposed to
address.
contact you going forward?
Okay, I'm entitled to give you an email. Okay.
I'll take an email.
Okay, and I'll give you an
But
email
how can
and
I
I'll give you
confirm
my
that email
name.
is correct? Well, that's the issue.
Well, you can send me an email now.
I could do that. I'm happy
Okay,
with that.
which is fine.
Is that okay? Are we good
Yeah,
with that then? Can
no
I get your
problem.
name then, sir? Is that
Okay.
okay? What's your name, please? Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. Okay, I got no problem. I'll upload it and everything. That's fine. Okay,
Excellent.
but as I said, if they want to go ahead with charges, I will go ahead with charges. It's that simple.
Yeah.
That's
Again,
where we are.
part of this is I need to get the full footage from them. I viewed a few minutes. I know there's multiple camera angles, and I
Yep.
know you have footage as well,
Yep.
which is why I need everyone's details. Contact you later. Once I've done this, is going to take a little while to investigate. It's
Well,
not something I can
as
do.
I said, not a problem. And as I told you, okay, but you can see why when you were actually first saying it. If you can't just say that you're going to arrest, okay? People are entitled to know the law
Yeah,
in which is
100%,
actually being
100%.
used. And that's why I said, if I will work with you, okay? And you can see we've had an absolutely fantastic conversation. We've spoken about completely things that have nothing to
Yeah.
do with anything. And this is how it should be.
Yeah,
I wasn't planning on
do
coming
you know what?
here
I can only
for that to
apologise
happen.
because I think a lot of the time we become quite complacent with it. So we just go, because we know the backbone is there, but I don't know the section, as you said. Well, I know it's in Code G, but I can't, I've never pulled it out and looked. For example, I didn't know date of birth wasn't something that you're required to give.
yeah,
Okay?
correct.
So I've learned something
Yeah,
today.
and as I said, it's the same with the actual address. Okay, you don't have to give that. Okay, the only thing that is required, if it is needed under that, is literally a name and an email. That is it. That is all that is required. And
Strange, isn't it? You would have thought there'd be more.
but this is the whole thing. People, when they don't understand it, that's when it gets abused. And that's the whole thing for actually engaging like this and making sure that things are being done correctly. And it's the same even with this service. It's about filming and actually making sure that things that are being done are being done correctly, because the public are paying for a service, and that is what they need to know is being used in the correct manner. And as I said, I just wanted some information. I would have been on my way. I've most probably been here for what? Well over an hour. Right? And as I said, it was something that should never ever have gone the way that it did. It should never have gone the way that it did. And that is the whole point, okay? It should have just been a nice civil conversation. That should have been it, okay? And if people actually use this, okay, I will say something, okay? Apart from where you actually first said to do with the rest of it, and everything else and the way in which you both dealt with it has been fantastic, okay? And you've been really professional as soon as you turn up, everything else. And I can't fault that. I can't fault that in any way. So, that's what I said, okay? I can't fault you guys at all.
In terms of going forward now, I think separate parties.
Yeah,
with
it's
the
all
context
gonna be
at a
slow
later date,
time.
so inconvenient for you, and you can go into an interview accordingly and just have your say.
Yeah, within the next, 15 minutes or so, I should be dropping you a link from evidence.
Not a
You can
problem.
upload the footage.
Not a problem. I most probably won't do that until later on.
There's no rush.
Okay.
I think the link lasts about 48 hours, and if not, I can send it over. Just send me. You'll have my email then, so you can just send me an email.
But the details you wanted, like CAD reference.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And did you write this gentleman down again?
They're both down there.
Perfect. Cool. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
No, you're right, mate. No worries. Yeah, we did. I'll do
Are
it.
you sure that these guys didn't turn up for that other guy?
No, there was something going on.
Yeah.
I did say there was a.
Did he go
they had to kick someone
he go
out.
over, yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
All right.
Right.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much,
All the
gentlemen.
best. No
I really
worries.
do appreciate that. Okay. Do have a lovely day. Morris.
Right, all the best, sir.
All right.
Nice to meet
Cool.
you.
Maybe
Yes.
see you around.
Yes, you may do.
Yeah,
you
I'm
may
Sure,
do.
we will at some point.
You may
I'm
do
sure.
indeed.
I know the email already, so I do.
No, that's cool. So,
Alright.
do you watch them?
Well, no, I think one of my colleagues had a run-in with you recently, whether it was at Feltham or Hounds, I'm not sure which
Really?
police station it was. Or outside one of the police stations.
I've not been to one of them for ages.
It might have been a while ago. I just remembered the problem, not to
Yeah, it'd be a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be Feltham or Hounds though. I thought it was relatively recently, maybe. I'm not sure. You've not done police stations for a little while then? Or...
No, I have, but I've been elsewhere.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, I know, I recognise the emails. So I know
Okay, so seeing as though you sort of know that, okay, and it's just sort of really interesting.
Yeah,
The
go on.
what? How do you see auditing?
Are we still on camera?
You are.
Yeah, we are. I think.
I think what I said earlier
Yep.
is that there seems to be a demand for it,
Yep.
and you're quite within your right to do so.
Yeah.
So,
No, and that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And
and I
that's fair
get it.
enough.
As long as we can remain sort of amicable and everyone's on the same page.
So you just hit the nail on the head, okay? And that is exactly it. That is it. It's about everything being like this.
I think it aggravates people, which is why it goes so wrong yesterday. People don't like being recorded.
But I've never had, in all my time, I've never had anything like that.
It's perfectly legal what you're doing out here. I've explained to them, they were explaining it's a private place, etc. It's not, it's publicly accessible. I said to them they shouldn't really have been getting close to you like that, but you're within your right to push them away, etc.
And as I told you, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. That's why I told you, as soon as you turn up, I told you exactly what happened. Right? Because there's no point saying otherwise, okay, because there's too much footage all there, okay? And as I said, I will only ever do push away, right, if I get pushed or I fear for my life. That's it.
Well, that's what you can do under common law,
yeah.
So there's no issue.
Okay, and that is it, okay? And that's why I said that is what happened.
Yeah, again, I don't disagree with it. I think it's more like people just don't like it. I think that's the issue. People don't like being recorded. They don't like the, they feel on the spot maybe. I'm not really too sure, but I think it causes issues every now and again, like it has today. But it's a good thing, like you said. You're here to make sure, obviously, for the taxpayers, etc., that things are being run correctly.
But it's like for me. Don't get me wrong, okay? It's like for me. I only film public services, okay? I don't go and film like a warehouse or anything like that, okay? That's not for me, okay? That's just normal people in their job, okay? That's just me. Okay, there are other people that do that, and that's fine, okay? That's entirely up to them. But to me, it's about the public services. That is it. And that is all that I will go on for.
Yeah, fair, and you're well within your right to.
Okay? And the way that I look at it, okay, same as you guys, okay? Because the job that you do, okay, we can film you, we can film police vehicles, we can film the yards, we can film police staff, everything else. Same as these guys. And this is the whole thing. If you don't want that, okay, or potentially have that, then don't be in a civil service stroke public service job. And that's it. Okay.
There's
right.
not much more to say.
I know, and that's just it. Right, as I said, okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, gents. No okay, problem. And I know that you guys are going to be uploading your cameras as well. Okay, so I will request those as well. Not an issue. Okay, so that's fine.
Lovely.
Okay?
Yeah.
No worries.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Gents, do have a lovely afternoon.
Nice.
Okay.
Take care.
Lovely. All right. Take it easy. All right. So, you can see from that, guys, okay, that they've gone all out to sort of do it all, but you can see, so, and that's what it is. So,
save any other further feelings, I'm just going to let them know that you still are here.
That's
you
fine.
still will be continuing.
Yep, that's fine.
Just in case any sort of
No, that's cool with me.
Right,
that's cool with me.
They'll have no issues with that.
And you can tell them, I won't go into any restricted areas, okay? Where there's a barrier, a gate, whatever, okay? I won't go into a restricted area, okay? I will only go where I can possibly walk to, and that's it. Okay. All right?
I've got no issues.
No worries. All right, take it easy.
Yeah, take care. Like I say, see you,
Indeed, you most probably will. So, all of that palaver. What an unbelievable afternoon that's been so far. And as I said, guys, I will defend myself because that was just wrong. I'm not going to have 3 people pushing me. So this is just walking up round the back, so where there was all that interference and so on and so forth, and you can see the way that I think that the 2 coppers dealt with it, okay, was perfectly fine. But yeah, absolutely crazy that whole situation was, and it was something that should never ever have got out of hand in the way that they did. Now you can see there, so that's the actual security office there, okay, and that's where they would have gone and watched it all. So, but as I said, I just think that it was a big joke the whole way, and if they want to push for assault, then fine, bring it on. So I got no issue with that whatsoever, because as I said, I'm entitled to do what I did. So you can see, so you end up literally all the way back around here, and then you do have a barrier here, but then that's for the cars. So yeah, all in all, that is everything.
Identity, name, and address can be required under PACE Code G necessity grounds. 2. Process matters. The officer corrected the DOB point and cited the legal basis. That's good policing. 3. SIA angle security should display SIA badges. Asking for numbers is legit. 4. Filming public versus private spaces turns on access and property rules. Staying in publicly accessible areas helps. Did the officer's mid-scene course correction earn your trust, or was the initial threat of arrest a red flag? Sound off.
So what I'll do is I'll just do one last quick take of the reception and where the whole incident happened. So the whole incident happened, if you can see the actual road where you actually got the brick layout on the road, so everything basically happened virtually in the middle of that, and just that side of it, and it was roughly about here was where the first lot of pushing happened and grabbing of my stuff, and then ending up here, and then push and shove, and that was it. So what's that information there? Okay, so if you've forgotten,
Sir, I've asked you. Film from outside, sir, not with the
I'm just doing this and then I'm going.
Sir, you can't do these things to us, sir.
No,
no. You have, please go, because this is a private property.
I'm not going in.
I'll
As
call
I
the
said,
police
I
again,
just
sir.
wanted that, and then I'm going. Okay,
Okay,
that's
okay,
it. Okay, I'm
okay.
going to literally be about 10 seconds, and I'm gone.
Okay.
Film
But
us
you-
as much as
But
from
weren't you
outside.
tell by the feds that you can film, but outside there?
No,
Weren't you told that?
no,
Or did
I
they
was
tell
not. Okay, I'm entitled to access and actually film.
Not in the building,
Okay,
sir.
he came in and actually told you that just now.
No, he told him outside the building.
Why do you think I've just walked all the way around the building?
I'll call him
That's
again.
what I'm saying. Over the
Okay.
building, you're not supposed
Yeah.
to go that side. This side, yes, understood.
Yeah.
But not at the back, because
Well,
the back is when you have our
okay.
staff there.
Well, there's nothing that says that I can't. There's nothing that says no public access.
Sir, can I
nothing.
ask you a question?
Okay. So as I said, okay, I've just got that. All I want is the name of the actual house there, and then that's me done.
Sure.
Okay.
And then I'm on my way.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I shall leave you guys to it. Okay. And do have a lovely afternoon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Hurt me.
Well, you shouldn't push people. Okay. If you push people, that's what happens. If you push people, that's what happens. Okay. Learn to do your job and be respectful first. Okay. That's what you need to do. Learn to do your job and be respectful first. So that was all of it. So that was everything done and dusted. So we are all good, all done, and that is the end of this one, I think.